So I'm going to go over a couple of ways that we need to intubate this patient. And so the first thing you're going to do is pull out the size blade that you want. You're going to click it into your UVision and you're going to turn it on. You're going to see the screen come up. And once again, the battery's going to be in the left, and I make sure my time and the date is correct. A little bit different when you're intubating. Remember, this is a smaller blade that's very, very similar to an old style Miller, and it's hyperangulated. So when you go to intubate this patient, you need to make sure they're hyperflexed. You're going to take your scope and you're going to go in on the right side of the mouth and consciously sweep the tongue to the left. This device is very simple that a lot of people are going to want to go back on the teeth and do a fulcrum. Consciously remind yourself, I'm going to be pushing my arm away. Right side of the mouth. Look for the middle of the tongue. Looking for the vallecula. I'm going to put the scope in there and I'm going to consciously push my arm away. And when I push my arm away, I get a great view of the vocal cords. As my tube is going through the vocal cords, I'm going to take a still shot, inflate my bulb, start going through my conformation. So as we go to watch through this intubation, if you notice, I start on the right side of the mouth. I've already swept the tongue away. I've found the vallecula. I've actually been able to successfully get the epiglottis up, and I'm bringing my tube in. I see the vocal cords, the arytenoids, and I put the tube right through the cord. Remember, we're not doing video right now to attach to the PCRs. What we're going to do is a still shot. So as soon as your tube goes through the cords, single push of the black button takes that still shot to show that you had a successful intubation. This is a classic example of the still picture that I just took when I intubated that mannequin a second ago. As you can see on the bottom is going to be your date, also your time. What QA is looking for is as my tube is passing through the vocal cords, and I've seen my cuff go beyond the vocal cords, I'm going to push that black button once and get a still shot. This still shot will be the one that is attached to your PCR.
So remember, a blade's attached to my scope, it's turned on. I have the screen mirroring on. I have a patient who's entrapped in a car and I need to intubate this patient. If I didn't have the screen mirroring turned on, now I'm looking at everything upside down. If I touch the button once, I have now changed my view to the point where I can then look at the screen upright. Here is the normal way. All my airways upside down for this face-to-face, this patient entrapped in a car that I got to intubate. Screen mirroring's on. I push the on button once, and now the camera view is reversed, so I can now do this face-to-face intubation looking at the anatomy the way I wanted to.
If you have any further questions or you want additional training, please reach out to the MS Operations Division.